Are we live? Yes, we are live. Good morning to you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, we wearing the American flag on the head today. Braids looking good. You know what I'm talking about? Um, Let me take time to address something as y'all come in. I know all of y'all looking beautiful. You took time to get the coal out your eye. You brush your beautiful teeth or summer teeth. You put on your olive olay, Jergens, whatever you use. Um, so I know all of y'all looking good, smelling good. You put your perfume deodorant on, or your cologne. But let me address something that's been floating around the internet because my name is being used again and brought up again in this little kids game with a person that I'm not even gonna mention their name. Um, I think this person is on a downward spiral, and people around this person won't tell this person the truth. Um, but let me show you guys the DM, and this will be my last time even responding to this person, so they can have good luck with whatever they're doing. But yeah, I was threatened once again by a former teammate of mine and a new school fool that they use to do idiotic things and they pay him for it. Everybody thinks he's joking, but I know him all too well. And in DC, I saw a lot of his friends go to jail because of this guy's dumb ego. So he said he would slump me, and that put me into a negative headspace because I'm a guy who is not from the valley, and I've been in some real situations where it's documented real situations, and I don't like to be threatened like that. And so it's interesting how everybody around this guy watch him threaten people and say certain things, and then they think, "Oh, that's just him. That's just who he is." I don't just think that. So I document everything he says, and I'm not joking at all. Uh, I'm going to defend myself against anybody. I'm not premeditating anything. Every day I walk out this house, I'm prepared to defend myself against any and everyone. And that's a right. That's not a premeditation. That's my right. And so guys like him that like to play all the time and jokey joke and threaten. First of all, when you threaten somebody, that's not a joke. No, when you threaten to slump somebody, first time is pistol to my throat. This time is slump. The time before that, he wanted me to get beat up by 10 different people. And so I'm just sick of the threats, With the white guys, his teeth is always showing and his bass is going out of his voice. And he's usually wearing a tight outfit and claim that it's a bet. But with us black guys, he's normally aggressive and carries a different nature that he's not like that. So I'm no longer going to entertain this guy because I've had enough of his threats documented, and there's no need for me to be on record saying anything to him, and then somebody misconstrue what it is. But this guy texts me all the time, and it's quite annoying. But yeah, he says he's my pimp. This guy has always wanted to be a pimp his whole life. He says he's taking my name to get views without paying me. And I told him, I said, good luck to you, buddy. And that's going to be my last text to him. But those of you gentlemen that say that you are this man's friend and you guys are allowing a 40-year-old or you're cool with a 40-year-old trying to sound like a tough guy, threatening people, good luck with that. I'm going to pray for y'all because I don't want to hear no excuses if something happened. I don't want to hear the crybaby games because this man should go about his business and enjoy his life and his money. And let's hope that that's what he does. But let's get into the content of what we're trying to talk about today, which is Norris Cole. Norris Cole came out and said what we all thought because we've heard about several other situations with Klutch Sports and LeBron James. This original content is on NBA Cinema. Let's go over what Norris Cole said, and then I'll come back and give my commentary.
Honestly, Norris Cole came in and shined and gave the team great moments. which had him set up to get a pretty good payday once his rookie contract was up. And he had Rich Paul as his agent, and he had some not so good things to say about the way his business was handled, and also being blackballed once he actually had to fire Rich Paul.
I learned the hard lesson in the business of basketball, man. For y'all young fellas out there, when you have an agent, make sure you're involved in what's going on. Don't just let them handle stuff behind the scenes without you knowing. But it was my first time in free agency. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so I had a powerful agent, and I let him do everything, all the negotiations. I didn't even think twice about it. But I did some bad negotiation. Just got to call it what it is. And I caught wind of it late, and I ended up firing him. And when you fire a powerful agent, of course they're gonna save face, and that's what happened. And tried to make it seem like I was the greedy one, which in reality I wasn't.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened. So I ended up having to take a deal in China for a couple months, and then got injured out there, rehab 8 weeks, came back, and got a chance in OKC, the Russell Westbrook triple double year.
Yes.
But it was tough after that because when someone tries to damage your name and your reputation, and they're a person that has leverage and has is looked at as a powerful agent, it's tough to kind of recover. But I was able to recover and still play, never miss no meals, family and everybody's still good.
Listen.
Pops still retired. I was able to get the house. I've always wanted cars. I've always wanted things like that. So I was able to recover, but I missed out on a lot because of that. Probably missed out 70, 80 million because of that.
Now, while Norris Cole never actually said Rich Paul's name, obviously that seems like Mike Miller, Udonis Haslem, which was teammates of both Norris Cole and LeBron James in their time in Miami, actually made it a point to go ahead and probably let him know he wasn't going to be able to say his name, but he can tell his story, which I commend him on, because he could have made it where they couldn't bring it up at all. But this seems to be an ongoing trend, because I remember OG Anunoby, when he was getting targeted by the Knicks, he actually pulled out from Klutch Sports and signed with a different agency. Trae Young, he left Klutch Sports, signed with a different agency, and some even saying with the Minnesota Timberwolves, getting LaMelo Ball, that they were in play for LeBron, but Rich Paul likely wasn't interested in LeBron going to Minnesota because Anthony Edwards pulled out away from Klutch Sports before he signed his most recent max contract. So Klutch Sports, while they may be doing fine still, they've lost some key names. And it's not, not saying they did anything malicious, not really, putting anything like that on them, but obviously athletes saw that there were, or felt there was, greener pastures elsewhere. And that's just the case. I mean, that's just the cost of doing business. Let me know what you guys think, man. Be sure to like, subscribe.
Well, what I think is that's what happens when, these guys, he has LeBron James. I mean, he doesn't really have to work for LeBron. If you're that middle of the road player, is Rich Paul the type of agent that can negotiate for you? Hell, I can be LeBron's agent. Give me the fucking max. Up until this year, I would have just walked in, max. What else you got to say? I got LeBron, max. And then if I got a couple other relationship with a couple other players, I can leverage LeBron's superstardom and leverage a couple of guys, and I'm asking for the max for damn near all of my players. So it wouldn't be a hard thing to do. But I think being that Rich Paul is so closely connected to LeBron, I think some of the trades and some of the focus is held up based on what moves LeBron want and what players LeBron want. So I don't think Rich Paul, in his defense, can have a focus on any other player but what LeBron wants. Because every year LeBron want better players. Every year that I've seen, if they lost, they talked about the players wasn't good enough and they need more players. So I mean, if the focus is on LeBron all the time, how can he focus on any other player? And you would think once LeBron get a contract that he can focus on other players, but no, not with LeBron. He wants players to his team every year. And I think Klutch Sports was that revolving door to be able to shake up the league, move pieces around, threaten to trade pieces. And I think that's how LeBron has been getting all these players and playing with some of these great players. That's the only thing I can think of that can explain it. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comment. And those of you that got teeth envy, yeah, we got a lot of guys that don't take care of their hygiene. And for the men out there, men's health, you got to take care of your hygiene. Take care of your skin. Wash behind your ear. I know some of y'all be watching me and flagging me. That's why I'm doing pre-record. You can't do nothing about this. Wash behind y'all ear. I know you're funky behind the ear. You move your dreads, pin them up, wash behind your ear. If you don't have no hair on your head, make sure it's easy for you to do it. You know, take care of your skin, take care of yourself. You know, unless you like me, you like to have your knuckles and stuff ashy. You know, that's just me. But make sure you take care of yourself. Ladies, I ain't gonna say nothing about y'all. Y'all are beautiful queens. Pat yourselves on the back, give yourself a hand clap, ladies. Each and every last one of y'all is fine and gorgeous. Yeah, each and every last one of y'all is fine and gorgeous. It ain't raining out there. Lightning or nothing, is it? Yeah, each and every last one of y'all, ladies. I don't care what nobody tell y'all, all right? I said that. But this is unlike any other pre-record. So y'all hit that like button on the way out. I know y'all didn't hit it on the way in. Most of y'all, even my haters, remember to hit the dislike button. So hit the like or the dislike button. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back live later on. I keep saying that, didn't never go live. But I might go live. I got some running around to do. I want to stay here and do it, but I gotta go get some things. So I'll be back. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone. Hit that like or dislike button. Gone.